Today I have a crime story that will guarantee knock your socks off. So buckle up, Buttercup, because it gets real messy real fast. This is the story of Quincy Allen. He was born November 7th, 1979 in Columbia, South Carolina. He started off doing crime fairly young, and after stealing a car, he found himself serving time in federal prison. That's when he meets the acquaintance of one of his fellow inmates. This inmate encourages him that he would be perfect as a mafia hitman. Well, for Quincy, he feels like this is the writing on the wall. This is fate. And as soon as he is released, he buys a shotgun and begins practicing what he believes is his promised career. On July 7th, 2002, he finds himself in Finley Park in South Carolina. He's not the only person there. There's a man by the name of James White, who's 51 years old and was homeless at the time. Now, James was minding his own business. He was asleep on a park bench, but Quincy felt like he needed to test himself to see if he was really capable of murdering someone. And James was his target. He sneaks behind James and shoots him twice. And thankfully, James survives the attack, but Quincy was nowhere near done. Just 2 days later, on July 10th, Quincy meets a woman by the name of Dale Hall. She's 45 years old. They begin to have a conversation, but quickly, Quincy begins to think about what he did days earlier and decides that he wants to kill Dale. So he shoots her in the head, the face, the leg, and the stomach with his shotgun. And Gail is deceased on the side of the road. He then goes to a nearby trucking station and fills up on gas, comes back to where Dale's body is, douses her body with gasoline, and sets her on fire. Now, a Good Samaritan called in this fire. They didn't know that it was a human who was on fire, but the firemen came as soon as possible along with police. Now, the police knew that something obviously was going on in their community, but they had no idea that it was Quincy, and they had no idea that the two attacks were even connected. Less than a month later, August 8th of 2002, Quincy is working at Texas Roadhouse. Now, he gets into a very heated confrontation with one of his coworkers by the name of Brian Marquise. This confrontation stemmed because Brian was told by his baby mother, who also worked at Texas Roadhouse, that Quincy had been threatening her. She was pregnant at the time, and he was threatening her and her baby. So Brian, obviously and rightfully so, took offense and confronted Quincy. This didn't go over well at all. It got heated very quickly, and one of the night managers told both of the men that they just needed to go home and quit.